Alright, so this might be an unpopular video, and I am by no means defending SJWs. Fuck that shit. But I'm just trying to make sense of something. I feel that sometimes people will deny something that's true that SJWs said, and they'll deny it just because SJWs said it. And I'm actually guilty of this too, because I don't want to give them any fucking credit for anything. Because even the things that they're right about, their reasons will be wrong. But anyway, here's what I'm going to say in this video. I think hate speech does exist. Again, if we're talking about the SJW definition of that, it does not. But I think it does exist in some capacity. Now, what do SJWs think? Well, they think that hate speech is any speech that challenges their opinion. If you dare disagree or challenge their stupid opinions, you're automatically racist, a Nazi, or you're spreading hate speech. In that regard, they are 100% wrong, and hate speech does not exist. But it is possible to speak hatred. It is possible to be hateful through your words. It is possible to hurt people with words. And I think that's actually really obvious, so therefore I wonder why people say hate speech doesn't exist when it is possible to do all of those things. For example, if I say that I hate you and list some reasons, it's not necessarily hate speech, but I am being hateful. If I say I hate somebody, you know? But to be a bit more specific, if I'm being racist, I would think that racism would be hate speech. If I go up to somebody who is of any skin color, because everybody can face racism, including white people, if I go up to a brown person or an Asian person or a black person or a white person and say something racist regarding their skin color or culture, that's what racism is. I know SJWs think racism is just, being alive and having white skin, even though that's racist. I'm talking about actual racism, which is using someone's skin color and culture to hate them and or insult them. Or saying racist terms like the N-word, calling a Mexican a beaner, like all those words, Obviously, if you say racist things, I would think that that would constitute as hate speech, would it not? And finally, I would think if you're using your words to incite violence, that would also be hate speech. For example, if Hitler told people who followed him, the Nazis, if Hitler told them to go and kill people, Hitler is inciting violence. Therefore, through his speech, which is hateful of Nazis, he's inciting violence, and thus his speech is hate speech. Any speech, the Westboro Baptist Church, when they go on about gay people, they are in fact inciting violence through hate speech. And of course, there's many other ways, but I think I've explained enough in that regard. The point is that through racism and inciting violence through what you're saying, yeah, that's hate speech. If you're saying hateful things or inciting violence for people to go and do hateful things, that would constitute hate speech. So again, the SJW definition of hate speech is completely wrong, but that doesn't necessarily mean that hate speech straight up doesn't exist. Now, the age-old question, can you hurt somebody with your words? Emotionally and mentally, yes. Physically, no. But you can incite people to go and do physically violent things with your words. So because of that, which to me I think is really obvious, I would say hate speech most certainly does exist. Just not in the way that SJWs have gone and tried to say it did. You can't be hateful by just spreading opinions, you stupid fucks. But you can be hateful by saying racist things or inciting violence. Physical violence, by the way, because... See, I have to clarify everything, because to SJWs, violence literally means disagreeing with someone. I mean physical violence. Alright, there you go. Hate speech does exist. What do you think?